Well, for the third time in history, the Morganza Spillway is going to open.
And the Army Corps of Engineers confirmed that opening set for Sunday. Now, here's video from the last time the spillway was open in May of 2011. This year's opening would be gradual, with about 1 foot of water entering the floodway per day for the first 3 days. There'll be 2 meetings this week to talk about how the opening of the spillway will impact the area. Today, the Army Corps of Engineers will host a meeting at Butte LaRose Fire Station at 6 p.m. The second meeting will be at Morgan City High School tomorrow morning at 10.
Well, Daniel Phillips is in the weather lab with more information on what we can expect. Good morning, Daniel.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, Acadiana.
Well, this morning, President Trump has approved a disaster declaration ahead of the Morganza Spillway opening. Now, that order clears the way for federal funds to be used for flood prevention and property protection. 3 Acadiana parishes, St. Mary, St. Landry, and St. Martin, are covered by the declaration. According to the governor's office, FEMA will cover 75% of the cost. Then on Sunday, the Army Corps of Engineers will hold a press conference at 1 o'clock, followed by the opening of the Morganza Spillway structure. The opening is not open to the public. State police will close a portion of Highway 1 near the spillway starting at 10 o'clock Sunday morning. The road will stay closed until around 5 o'clock. No drones will be allowed in the area. Now, be sure to tune in at Sunday afternoon. KATC will have team coverage from Morganza as the spillway opens.
Good morning, Acadiana. I'm Abby Breidenbach. Right now, 1 person is dead after a hit and run last night in Crowley. That crash happened around 8:45 on Lavelle Street near Hunter Drive. Neighbors say the victim is a woman who lives in the area. The Acadia Parish Sheriff's Department is investigating. There are few other details available at this time, but stay with KATC TV and KATC.com for updates. Also happening right now, St. Landry Parish deputies are looking for an inmate who escaped from work release. Deputies tell us Ronald McGee was last seen on Gully on West Cherry and South Streets in Opelousas.
Now, Abby, do police have any leads as to where McGee may be this morning?
Police believe he might be headed to Eunice. McGee was originally arrested for theft and burglary. If you see him, call police.
Well, the Opelousas Police Department, they're dealing with a unique crime, catalytic converter theft. Now, thieves have been going around the city stealing the devices from vehicles, and investigators believe they know the reason. Abby Breidenbach is at the Right Now desk with more. Abby, what value do these devices hold?
Katie, the catalytic converters contain several metals, including platinum. That's what the thieves are after, and police say it takes just a few minutes to steal them from under the car. Right now, the police department has 13 reports of thefts, including some city-owned vehicles, and officers say the missing part could affect a car's performance on the road.
It's part of the emissions and exhaust system. It will still run without the catalytic converter, but it won't run properly.
The police department also says it could be dangerous to drive your car without the converter for a long period of time because exhaust could enter your car while it's running. If you have any information, call the Opelousas Police Department.
Chris Welty is standing by in New Orleans, and Abby Breidenbach will join us live from Crowley. And we'll talk to all of them coming up in just a little bit. Now, the folks in Basile getting the party started before sunup, and that's where we find Katie and Daniel. Good morning, Katie.
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Acadiana. Well, this is dash cam video from Texas where a construction worker is lucky to be alive this morning. Now, the worker is inside a construction bucket when a truck crashes into it, sending the man flying through the air. Now, luckily, he's okay, just a little shaken up.
House is completely on fire. Please, please, please help me, please.
We're coming as fast as we can, Jenny. I know.
Well, that's the desperate plea of a 14-year-old girl in Washington State watching her home burn as her 10-year-old brother is trapped inside. A family member was eventually able to break a window to get the boy out uninjured. The 2 kids, their mom and grandmother, are all safe, but the home was completely destroyed. Thanks, Daniel. Well, right now, a measles outbreak in Clark County, Washington has caught the attention of U.S. Surgeon General Jerome Adams.
There are 70 confirmed cases of measles in the county and 3 new suspected cases. 61 of the confirmed cases involve people who were not immunized. Adams traveled there Wednesday and met with health officials, local doctors, and the general public.
We need to create an environment where folks can ask questions and not be under the pressure of either having to make a decision about whether I'm going to vaccinate right now or whether I'm going to vote on this bill right now.
Now, the cases in Washington state seem to be spreading next door. Oregon's Multnomah County, which borders Washington's Clark County, now has 4 confirmed cases of measles related to the outbreak. And Texas officials say that they have seen 10 confirmed cases already in 2019, 1 more than all of last year.
Health officials say the best way to prevent getting sick is to be immunized with 2 doses of the measles vaccine. Health officials recommend children get 1 dose between 12 and 15 months and another at 4 to 6 years of age.